is The Kate Daly Show.
You're listening to The Kate Daly Show, and of course, you can catch us on Patriot.tv at night. On the Roku, you can actually watch us right on your TV set. Isn't that amazing? And you can get the app. I think it's amazing that we have the technology to do this and that we can reach people. And of course, there's a subscription. It's very, very low. Go to patriot.tv/The Kate Daly Show. But I'll tell you, there's lots of thought-provoking content on this channel on patriot.tv. And boy, is it growing in leaps and bounds in popularity. Let me just tell you. Also, you can catch this show 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Mountain. And I just wanted to say that the subscription pays for itself, and more. So go look at it. Just go look at it. Patriot.tv/The Kate Daly Show. Get signed up. Watch us at night. All right. We're coming back. I want to talk a little bit about JFK. We're talking about thinking errors and what we're going to do about this as a society to reach everybody, adults and kids, on thinking errors and not being logical and not being able to have any depth. That was one reason I brought up writing, is because it creates the depth of an issue when you have to really think about it and write about it. But let's talk about JFK Jr.
You mean RFK?
RFK.
Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry. RFK. So yes.
What I'm about to read you confirms everything we've said about education in this country and how warped and indoctrinated people are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a letter from Kerry Kennedy. This is signed by Kathleen, Courtney, Kerry, Chris, and Rory Kennedy. And this is, of course, a letter condemning RFK for supporting Donald Trump. Now, I want you to listen to this description. This is according to the Kennedys, this is what we want, the Democrats. We want an America filled with hope and bound together by a shared vision of a brighter future. A future defined by individual freedom, economic promise, and national pride. What do any of those things have to do with the left? Individuality is what they come after. They've destroyed the economy, and they teach our children to hate our country.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that real again. This is what they say, we Democrat progressive Kennedys, this is what we want. We want an America with a shared vision of a brighter future, a future defined by individual freedom, economic promise, and national pride. Next sentence. We believe in Harris and Walz. How could you possibly put those two sentences together?
It's baffling. It's baffling. I don't even have words for it. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's in front of our face. I mean, it sounds good when they wrote it, I guess. Sounded really good to themselves. I don't know how people are doing that. You'll see a lot of Christians even saying this. Oh, Harris and Walz. Why? Look in front. Look with the eyeballs in front of your face.
What gets me is the left still has to use the ideals of the right to convince idiots to vote for Democrats.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I know, the three of us know, and your audience knows, Kate, that individuality and the economy and pride in our country have nothing to do with the left. But the problem is that there's a whole bunch of 25 and unders who think that because they've been told it by Kamala, that's where you're going to find it, right? So you're teaching kids to vote. This is very Soviet, right? You're teaching kids to believe that words don't mean what they mean, right? That every good thing comes with a D by its name, and that's all you have to do.
I never once heard the Constitution mentioned, really, at the DNC. I never once heard anybody talk about the fact that we do have a governing document. All I ever hear is how much they want to trash it, get rid of it, revamp it, rewrite it, and how we just need to move forward into progressivism, as if that's going to save us. There's too many people out there that can't think deep enough to understand this, I guess. It baffles me because it's in front of us. We're living it. We just lived the last 3 years. I don't even have to put up a meme that says all of the things Harris, Biden have done. Do I? I don't even have to put that up. I just lived it.
Kamala Harris might become president of this country without ever explaining to anybody what she'll do when she's president. I mean, anybody paying attention knows it, but she may not have to answer a single question about what she's going to do. Right now, she's staying close by keeping her mouth shut. Everybody knows, including the Democrats, the minute she opens her mouth, she's going to fall behind. So, with everybody, with the media and the tech giants and the billionaires propping her up,
right.
Why, if you're her, why would you ever open your mouth between now and November?
And she's in office. So this is a person in office doing these things. Or as a puppet, whatever. Same thing, though. She's doing these things and then telling you on day one she's going to change it for you. I can't even imagine believing that when they're actually in office right now. Uncle Milty?
None of these people have a conscience. They will say and do anything that supports their goals. And they'll lie and lie and lie. It doesn't bother them a bit.
Same thing with Big Mike.
Absolutely.
Big Mike stands up and says that she that you shouldn't take more than you should.
No.
And that her parents were suspicious of people like that. Look at all the stuff they have.
Yep, Big Mike. Big Mike said that those of us who have should have a little less so everybody can have a little more. Meanwhile, she has multi-million-dollar mansions in Martha's Vineyard, in Washington, D.C., in Honolulu, Hawaii, and in Chicago. 4 mansions. She could give 3 away and help other people, but she's not talking about herself. No. She's talking about you and me.
I swear to you, it's almost like they're intentionally trying to throw this thing with all of the hypocrisy in front of everybody's face. Kind of like mentioning that all of those agencies have been weaponized by other people, not them. It's just amazing to me. Uncle Milty?
The reason I don't think it's an intentional throwing is because no one out there recognizes the hypocrisy.
That's my point.
Yeah.
If you don't recognize the hypocrisy, it's not a plan.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be brain dead to think that Democrats care about individual rights. It's it's laughably ridiculous. And yet, based on these interviews with these young, dumb Democrats, whatever Kamala, it's like Kim Jong-un in Korea, when the people of North Korea are supposed to believe that he has, 70 hole-in-ones. He's the greatest golfer in the history of the world, and he invented all this stuff. You just believe it.
You know what? He could parade himself around as a person of color from Africa, and people would go, "No, he is. It's in his heritage."
That's right.
Just like Hormala is right now. I mean, you could just say you're totally different ethnicity, and people will believe it. And she's standing there in front of them. She's Indian, but okay. I mean, you're right. You're right. There is that level, and that level exists for a lot of people. So,
and if you circle back to our opening conversations about education, the answer to the question is what happens when you do this to kids is what you're seeing right now. What we're talking about with these young Democrats, and not some of them not so young, they will believe anything because they have no core to believe in anything.
Right, and no thinking skills to get themselves out. Uncle Milty?
That's it.
True. All right. Thank you, Dr. Pesta, Dr. Duke Pesta from Freedom Project. Love it. And, of course, the Dr. Duke Show. Be faithful, be fearless. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Wow. A lot to think about and a lot of things we need to do for our kids and grandkids. Absolutely. We need to get on it. No reason to be bored in America, as that study said. You got a lot to do. See you tomorrow.
At Farm Bureau Financial.
Thank you so much. You're the best.